Let's talk about 2016. It's been a difficult year for many of us, both at personal level and global level. Lots of change happening, shift happening, crazy things happening in politics. And I know that some people have been feeling very much that they have been unusually challenged, and that circumstances in many cases have felt overwhelming, and things that were once stable are turning out to be unstable. And people are being left asking, what am I doing wrong? What is going on that things that used to work before no longer work? So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about how I see things happening in 2016, how we can better understand some of what has been happening, so that we can release what we are still holding on to. Because that's really what 2016 has been about. If you're into numerology, you will know it's a 9-year, and that means the endings or completions. So in many ways, things are being brought to an end, but not in a way that we expected and in many cases wanted. What is being completed is really on a much larger scale. It is a completion of a way of life that the world has been in for a long time. This completion is bringing about, or is taking the form often of breakdown. Everything that has sort of been patched together through years and years is proving to no longer be able to stand up. So political systems, craziness in politics, our personal lives, anything built on a lie has been falling away. Businesses that we used to count on are in crisis. Our sources of income, in fact, many of us finding that what worked before is no longer working. And we blame ourselves instead of seeing that really what's happening is this completion of an old way of being, an old way of working. I call this the 3D and 4D matrix. The third dimension is very much the physical world, which operates on laws of cause and effect. That is what most of humanity has been engaged in for thousands of years. It's very much the materialistic world. 4D, the fourth dimension, would be your world of imagination. This is where recently people have been doing work with like law of attraction and visualization. It's quite tied to the third dimension in many ways because it still operates in some ways on cause and effect, and it still is about getting something from outside of us that will make us feel better from within. So we're attracting something outside of us to make us feel better on the inside. So 3D and 4D kind of work together in that way. What I'm seeing here is 2016 as a big clearing state or stage before we leap more fully to the next level, which I call the fifth dimension, 5D. You might have heard of the Ascension or fifth dimension. 5D is really about being in the now, living from the heart, living from this now, living from a state of not needing, living from faith in essence, not that things will work out for you, but that you are okay. And this okay goes really very deep to the soul level, where you know that you're okay regardless of what happens. So this year has been really about no more business as usual. The cracks are showing, the revolution, the kind of what I call the people's revolution, where people are taking power back for themselves, is happening in many different ways in many countries. We cannot rely on the leaders anymore. They are proving too flawed. So the people, you and I, have to stand up and lead. And this is really a revolution that's happening. So it's no wonder that a lot seems to be falling away and why there's so much chaos. To make sense of this then, how do we start to ride this wave? Well, the first thing is really to see this for what it is. This is not something bad that we've done. This is part of a transformation. Actually, it's totally your choice to see it this way. You can see it as something bad, but let's take it as transformative. And know that whatever is leaving because we have made it in a way our God. We have put our power in that. It could be our jobs, relationships, whatever we've invested in. If that's crashed or crashing, that is the transformative moment when you are invited to take back your power within you, so that you can know that nothing is responsible for your happiness and well-being. Only you are. This is all about taking back the power, so the government, so the people who are elected president, who everybody's in a great huff over. We are giving them that power to make us happy or unhappy. But this is saying, look away from that, claim back your power now. And yes, in this moment it's quite scary because it's really a revolution, transformative revolution. So we want to start welcoming what is leaving, instead of holding on to it and regretting that it's leaving. 2016 is the clearing space. And you might want to refer to previous teachers who have taught something like this. For instance, when one famous teacher, when people wanted to follow him, they'd come to him and say, Master, I want to follow you. And he would say, okay, go home, give all your possessions to the poor, and then come to me, and you can follow me. And of course, very few people would follow, because who wants to give up all their possessions? Who has that amount of trust? So what this is saying is that this place we're going to, this fifth dimensional reality, is the entrance point is giving up what you think you need in order to be happy, secure, and following the Spirit. The question is, are you prepared for that? And actually, what's happening now is we almost don't have a choice anymore. Previously there was a choice. You could be a disciple or not. Now the globe, the world itself is ascending, and we are along for the ride. You can refuse and stay in the old system, but there is the invitation to join, and the ticket to get in is, are you ready to let go of what is already leaving you? Are you ready to find within your safety, security, fullness, love, well-being, to own it as part of your true nature, so that nothing that happens in the world needs to affect you, so that you are living from, as that teacher said, the kingdom of heaven is within you, that you're living in that kingdom now in this real world. You're living from the kingdom, knowing it is within you. The power to be happy, the power to be abundant is from you, not from your president, not from your employer, not from anybody. That's where we're going, to realize and to fully embody the kingdom of heaven within. So what is falling away in this year, bless it and let it go. So let's do a little meditation to kind of help us along. because, well, it's quite scary out there at the moment, and we might be feeling a little bit rough, not quite used to everything that is leaving, feeling a bit fragile. So why don't we spend a few moments just connecting within, connecting with the kingdom of heaven. So if you are able to close your eyes, you may do so, if it is safe to do so, or just sit in a relaxed way. Bring your attention into the body. Take your mind off everything that's been happening today, even the things that we've been talking about right now. And just focus attention into the body. And let any tension that might be there, just let it go for now. Perhaps with a sigh, letting it go. Just for this moment, it's not needed. And as you're doing that, you can bring your attention to the breath and let it be slow, deep, even. As slow and as deep and as even as is comfortable. Putting your awareness in the breath. Just noticing it. Noticing that the air has been here for you all day. You did not have to work at all to take that breath. And the air offered itself freely to you. And in this way you were so supported. As you are supported now on this chair in which you are sitting, or perhaps where you are lying, you are so well supported. And you might even relax more deeply into that. Letting go everything that's been on your mind. Right now you do not need it. Letting it go. Focusing only on the breath and letting your mind rest in the breath and perhaps in the heart center. Let it rest there. And as you're doing that, you can call to mind some of the things that have left you recently. The things that this year did not work out. And keep them at a slight distance. Don't go into the feeling of it, just almost like list them. Without going into the drama, see them over there. That thing that worked, didn't work out, that one. Make a list. Despite all your efforts to succeed in these things, for some reason they did not work out. And there might even have been some grief in it, there might be some regret. Just notice that at a distance. There's a lot of pressure from society, from family to get certain things right. So let's put that aside for one moment and assume that perhaps we do not need to get anything right. And perhaps what is leaving us is meant to go. Still focusing on your breath and the heart center. Picture and imagine yourself now walking away from those things that have already walked away from you. The things that did not work out this year. If you like, you can close the door. Let them be in another room. Or over a fence. And you're walking away. And perhaps you'd like to make this somewhere beautiful in nature, where you can walk forward into a field, or somewhere beautiful, leaving behind you all that has already left you, all that no longer wants to come with you, all those expectations, letting them fall away, letting the voices of society and family and people, letting their criticism, let it fall away, let the expectations falling away, giving yourself permission to be free. In this moment, you have complete 100% permission to be free. So close that door or climb over the fence and just walk into this field. Walking forward, perhaps alone, in a beautiful place where you feel so at peace and at ease. Leaving behind the world, the old world, the world that we thought we had to make work, but has shown itself to be so full of dysfunction that maybe it's not meant to work at all, and maybe we're simply meant to walk away. So right now you are walking away, having 100% permission to do so. And as you're walking, you're breathing deeply of this clean, fresh air, allowing yourself to breathe again, to let go of the tightness in the muscles of trying to hold on. Let go of that holding. If you've tried so hard, it has not worked, let it go. There is the imagining that we are alone and are responsible for making things work. We are not. Things work out or things don't work out, and a lot of it is not in our control. A lot of it comes from our higher self, which has its own intentions for us. And sometimes the highest intention is that things fall apart, so that we can be released and be free. And right now you are freeing yourself and walking forward and finding a good feeling space, finding a sense of freedom, breathing deeper and easier. Perhaps picking up pace as you walk, feeling strong, because you've walked away from things that no longer serve you. And you are curious and open about where this might be leading. And there might be no clues as to where you're going. And previously you thought, everything's falling apart, I don't know where to go. I don't know where my money is coming from, my security, my relation, I don't know where they are. So let them all be gone. And we'll just walk in this beautiful place, feeling stronger with every step, feeling cleansed, feeling pure. Knowing we are stepping closer and closer to the wisdom of our higher self, or the soul, which has its own intentions for us. And these intentions are things that we are not familiar with. The intention here is that we feel good from within, that we know everything is within us. The kingdom of heaven is within you. And I wonder what it might be like to step forward now, feeling a glow from within and breathing in a glow, a feeling of warmth, a feeling of well-being, a feeling of fullness, whatever it is that you've been missing, whatever you have lost. Breathe in the feeling of that, the pure essence of it. How would it feel to step forward and feel abundance now, true abundance in every cell of your being? How would it feel to be loved, to give and exchange love right now? It's within you. Imagine it right now as you're walking forward or floating forward or just dreaming forward, leaving this old dysfunctional world behind. We're not meant to fix all of that. Sometimes things are just meant to be left behind. This is the year of leaving things behind. Walk. Give away all those troubles. Walk forward, finding it within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. This is the new way. This is the new operating system that is being downloaded right now. You are choosing it now. And your only clues as to where to go is by tuning in and seeing what feels right. What feels right in this moment? What feeling can I reach for that feels just a little bit better? You have complete 100% permission to leave all that stuff behind that has already left you. How does that make you feel, knowing that? Is it some relief? Tune into that relief. Let it spread throughout your being. Let every cell of your body pick up on that relief. Breathe deeper. And now whatever feeling has felt most missing in your life, I want you to reach for that feeling right now. Imagine it, having it. How would love feel right now? How would abundance feel? How would deep peace feel? How would health feel? And we're not worried about what is actually in your physical reality now. The secret is to leave that behind for now and access the kingdom of heaven within, in which these are already present in form of essence. Your health, your well-being, your wholeness is already here right now. All we have to do is Let go of this illusory reality, so-called reality, this broken machine. Walk away from it and step into the essence of what you've been seeking and find it within. And how might it be if every cell of your being were to resonate now with that abundance of well-being? And with every breath that you took, you breathed in more of it into the heart center. From there, radiated out into the world, into every cell of your body and being. Declare yourself independent of circumstances. No circumstance can possibly touch you. Don't worry who's the president. Don't worry what's happening. That is an illusion that will suck you dry. You cannot win that argument. Your work is to affirm a new world. We are downloading the new earth right now. Let everything crash that has not worked. Walk forward into the new earth, this planet that's created from scratch. Who are you in this new world? And you will feel it first, well, as a feeling. Who am I? As you're walking forward or floating forward or dreaming forward, simply be the one you want to be. So let's be in this new world. And come into this new world as how you would love it to be. Because your vibration now is creating it. You've walked away from the old dysfunction. You're walking into the new. What would you love to have there? Would you love to have flowing abundance and wealth? Would you like to have more ease? Would you like to have a loving partner? Would you like to feel more freedom in the body? And feel it now in this moment. Do not make the mistake of demanding that these things should happen. Nothing else exists outside of this very moment when you connect now with the new earth. It is created in this now, and this is all that there is. And you're walking forward in this now, in this now, in this now, radiating and resonating the frequency of this new earth and this new you. And that will create changes in your visible world, but do not make the mistake of demanding that anything should change, because that demand is itself containing a need, and you are demonstrating that you do not need anything, because it is within you already. Yet, knowing that you do not need anything, things are now free to change, because you are coming to it from fullness, when you're no longer needy. That which you are meant to have is already yours. And it might take a little while in material and temporal time for it to reach you, but you've already connected with it at a quantum level. It is already yours. You've owned it by not needing it. Own your health now by not needing it. Be right now in this moment, recognizing the freedom that you do have. Be free now. Be abundant right now. And resolve to keep this vibration flowing forward, regardless of circumstances, regardless of what presidents do. Let them go. If you are called to action, good, but let that action be from this place of loving self-acceptance, awareness, knowing the kingdom is within. It's not that we become passive. It's that simply that we cease to fight the battles that are not ours to fight, but we do fight those that are. And you will know which is the battle to fight, but what feels good, what feels exciting, what feels meaningful. And when you're fighting this, it will not be from the personal ego level. It will simply be stating what is true. So you can play a political role if you want. You can take a stand against something or for something rather. But it is coming not from anger, but simply from rightness. From a feeling within you that here action wants to take place. You are tuning in and listening to what action wants to flow. And you're flowing with that. It's not that you as a personal separate entity have to go and do something. Get out of this thing of having to do something. The action is flowing from a state of being. The action is part of the manifestation of what already exists, what you're already in contact with right now. Action is merely the unfolding of what you already own. Therefore, there's no need to attach the outcome. There's no need to criticize anybody. You can simply state your view. You can simply gather to you those who you resonate with. You can put information out into the world. You can help to enlighten the world without caring who listens or does not. We are not here to persuade anybody. We are simply here to connect. We are simply here to connect with a frequency, to download this frequency, to act from it. From a place of not needing anything, knowing that we are already in the kingdom, it is already within us. So let me ask you one question. How do you feel right now? Do you feel better than when we started? Can you look back on this year and all that has not worked out and see it in the distance over there and give thanks that it did not work, because it was part of a dysfunctional system anyway, and you are one of the path leaders. And if you were to remain entranced in that old world with things apparently working out, you would have never taken this journey to the new earth. Give thanks for what has fallen away, because it has put you on the road where you can be a leader, where you are no longer dependent on any outside conditions for your state of being. If your life circumstances right now have been uncomfortable, look at them from this place of well-being where we are now. And you can ask yourself one question. What is a better attitude or more beneficial attitude to bring to your situation? And just see what right now pops into your awareness as a more beneficial attitude to everything that is happening in your life. The answer might come to you right now, or might come later, or you might become aware when you walk away from this video that something has changed in your approach to life, and there might be a softness, and there might be an ease, there might be more freedom and patience. And that is the answer you've been looking for, and from that state of being, new possibilities spring forth. And you know that you are okay, you are on your path, and that flow is happening. And you do not look at circumstances and judge them anymore. And things that can be broken, let them be broken. They're not really broken. Broken is a judgment. Let them be as they are, as you walk forward in the kingdom of heaven, which is within you, knowing it, remembering it day by day, tuning within, and everything that in the outside world that leaves you, let it go and let it signal you to just tune within and find your balance within, find your connection with your divine self. Let that do the creating, let being create, circumstances only reflect. Good. You can gently begin bringing your awareness back into this time and place, and bringing with you a feeling of well-being, abundance, love, joy, peace, whatever you are most in touch with, and resolve to carry this forward with you through the day, through the evening. Let you know that you are a frequency broadcaster. You no longer receive frequencies from others, the negative frequencies. You are one who reaches within and broadcasts. Right now you are broadcasting to the world a particular frequency, the beneficial frequency, that itself is creative. So finally, give thanks to all that is left, all that has left you this year. Let it break, let it go away. Something new is being born. Have faith and have trust. go forward feeling glad, feeling hopeful, feeling positive, knowing all is well. And this is an exciting time to be alive. Very exciting.